I woke up in the morning, if I had to go to work, I was running late. So I hurried up and grabbed my stuff, and I got in my Harley, and I was riding back to my mom's house where I lived to go to work. And that's all I remember, because next thing I know, I woke up and I was in Metro, I guess. I thought I was in heaven because I seen all these girls. So that's all I remember.
I got up one morning, it was August 17th, 1992. And I got a phone call from the Geauga Hospital that they had Steve there, and he was unconscious and everything, and they were waiting to fly him to Metro. Steve was going straight, and that guy just pulled right in and whammed into him on Water Street there. So he flew up in the air. His handprints were on the guy's truck. He flew up in the air and ended up in front of the bank in the plaza. So he flew up in the air into that, right close to the bank there. So and then hit that ground. So it was pretty bad.
My bike was total, and the way it was hit, and everybody says I was really lucky to be alive, because no human being on that way it was hit should be alive. So God saved me definitely on that bike.
They thought he was dead because he flew way up in the air when the truck hit him. And they just let them lay in there, and they said they told one policeman told another one, don't rush it because he's dead. They thought he was dead.
I can't remember who it was, but he knew I was dead because he could hear me moaning some kind of sounds. So I was still alive. So that's when they brought me to Shawn Community Hospital, but they couldn't do nothing there, because they weren't fit for the kind of accident I was in. So they life-flighted me to Metro, and that's why I was in a coma for 37 days. And that's when they did all the operations on me and stuff.
So I had to wait till they called me back to let me know when they were flying him. It was quite a while. So we all got ready to go there, and we waited. They put us in a room, and then we waited and waited and waited, and they kept coming in every half hour, no change. Everything was bad. They didn't expect him to live through the day. So we still waited all day, and towards the evening, they told us just to go home. We didn't even get to see him and everything. We went home, and from that day on, we were going to see him twice a day, up at Metro. That's a little long haul, and staying, just about the whole day. Come home, and you had no life because you're either answering phones or sitting there crying, this and that.
They told my parents, my mom, if your son makes it, it'll probably be a vegetable, so it'd probably be better if you pull the plug. But my mom didn't pull the plug though, so I thank her all the time for that. So, but I always used to kid around, what kind of vegetable I was going to be. But they said in Heather Hill I ever lost my sense of humor.
He was in a coma for 37 days, and they kept telling us to pull the plug because he was just going to be a vegetable. But I wouldn't let him do that. We just kept going back and forth, try to talk to him, because the more you talk, you figure they hear you. So we just kept talking to him. And finally, it was, about when they were having the benefit, and that was about 3 months or something later, whatever, he finally spoke. Even after he came out of the coma, he didn't speak. He didn't even know us. He just looked and stared, and we put all the pictures around him and everything. But the night of we had the benefit, we were at the hospital, and his girlfriend brought him flowers, and he woke up that day, but he didn't know us.
Well, I life-flighted at Heather Hill, and I had to learn how to walk, talk all over again. I had one of them Halo things on, and I learned to walk, talk, get dressed. I played games like dominoes, kind of really weird stuff, but they taught me how to get dressed again by myself. I think I was 27 years old, and I had to learn how to, get dressed again. And I think the toughest part was learning how to walk again, because I broke my femur, so I had to learn how to walk all over again. And they kept putting my head, I to have a little girl. He wanted to play with a little girl, so that gave me some inspiration to walk again.
One day when we were at Heather Hill, that he his eye looked funny, one eye. So I told him to put his hand over his eye, and he says, I can't see.
I lost my left eye because all my arteries are damaged because I didn't have a helmet on. So right now my death is off.
If any of you guys ride a bike, put the helmet on.
Yeah, that crash changed my life now because, well, then now I take life a lot serious. You know, because you never know where you're going to go. So I take life a lot more serious, and I guess I really want to slow down a lot.